Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year is a revolution. But still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year is a revolution. Still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Right. I know this time of the year is a revolution. But still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year is a revolution. Still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Right, yeah. Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year is a revolution. But still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year is a revolution. Still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Right. I know this time of the year is a revolution. But still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face. I know this time of the year is a revolution. Still I'm all out of place. Open your mind to the change of evolution. Right, yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome to a Sunday afternoon watch-along, because it's a long weekend up here in Queensland, so I was a little bit bored in the arvo, so I thought I might just sit down and watch some old wrestling. I've been hooked on watching some of the old stuff, especially some of the old stuff that were like touring Australia, especially because that's kind of the stuff that we just don't get to see that often, especially when these sort of things toured. We didn't get to see them of, like the World Wrestling All-Stars. Aside from, I think, the Nitros and the Thunders that came up to Brisbane or Gold Coast, we didn't really get to see all that stuff. WWE wasn't touring. And yeah, we were kind of starved for that sort of thing. But here in the early 90s, 91, 92, 93, I think would have been around the time, AWF used to do Wrestleriot. And I personally was at one of the Wrestleriot in Adelaide. I think it was Wrestleriot 2, or Wrestleriot 93 was the one I was at the Theberton Theatre. I remember that distinctly. Because, wow, if you saw the banner for the show that we were doing, this thing we're doing now, you'll see there was a picture of me. It was me, a very young me. I think I was about 15 or 16, with Big Boss Man and Hawk. So that was that was fun. But that's one of those things where, especially in Adelaide, I think that particular show, the 93 Wrestleriot in Theberton, there were so many people that ended up getting into Australian wrestling, or were on their way to getting into Australian wrestling, that were in the crowd for that show, that it just felt like a really weird touchstone of people that seemed to want to get involved in Australian wrestling or in pro wrestling after they went and saw that show, which I thought was pretty cool, because I know that my former co-host Josh was in there. Josh Armour had went to that same show, wasn't at any of the, like, I didn't know him from a bar of soap. He would have been too young too, because I'm a couple of years older than him. So yeah, and just like a lot of other people that are in South Australian wrestling especially were at that show in Theberton. So I found this playlist on the AWF YouTube page. So I haven't even looked at what order they're in or what matches we're going to see, because I just saw Wrestleriot 1 and 2. So there'll be mixed matches from parts of that. So if there's something we don't really want to see, we can skip it. But from what I remember, the lineups on these things were pretty cool for what we saw back in the day, what we used to get, and what we didn't know was coming. So, I mean, you'll probably see a Jushin Thunder Liger, there'll be a Bossman, there'll be a Smash, there'll be a Hawk, a Max Moon, Junkyard Dog. I'm trying to think, Don Morocco, the Fantastics, the Malenko brothers. A whole slew of guys that came down for those tours. And, yeah, it's a really interesting thing because, like, there's not a lot of stuff online saying, like, who was obviously AWF was the promoter of it, but I'm looking at that, and, like, if you look at Cage Match or something like that, I don't think TNT owned it at that time, so I don't know who was the promoter in charge of it, who was running that sort of thing, any of that stuff. So if anyone knows in the chat or knows when you're watching this, please let me know, because I would love to know that sort of stuff. It's the stuff I really dig on. It's like watching WWA. I like that Andrew McManus was the promoter and that Jeremy Borash was the writer. That stuff I love, because I'm more interested in finding out how this sort of happened back in the day. And so we might as well get started. Like I said, I have no idea what is coming up, what is on these things. So we will just check them out and we'll see for ourselves. So here we go.
My guest at this time is not a one-time world champion, not a two-time world champion, but a three-time co-holder of the World Tag Team Championship.
Wait a minute! You don't even have a clue what's going on here. You know what's going on? This is Wrestleriot 2! And you know what happens in there? People get beat up. And I mean beat up good! And the one person I'm gonna beat up is Road Warrior Hawk. Because you people don't even know why, do you? Well, let me tell you, all around the world, I've been hearing nothing but Road Warrior Hawk. Well, I'm Demolition Smash. And you know why? Because I take punks like Hawk and I smash them in half.
I'm guessing because they went to Australia, they just figured that Vince wouldn't find out, so they could just go with their
I'm gonna destroy you!
like copyrighted
and you better
names.
watch yourself or I'll destroy you too!
I don't know how that works.
You're one of the reasons why I'm not world champion anymore. Because it was you and your partner that stole them from us. Well, just remember, you ain't gonna steal this match from me, because I'm gonna steal it from you. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna throw you all around Australia, just like I threw you around the United States and Japan and Europe and everywhere. Well, this is the final last straw. Remember that, Hawk. You better be ready, because I am. I'm gonna kick your stinking teeth in! Take that!
I know that Axe was like the more like accomplished worker, but Smash was always my favourite. I don't know why. So this would have been 1993, I think. This show, especially. This tour. Yeah, 93. Wrestle Rock 93. Wrestleriot. I remember that distinctly because they had like ring girls that would bring the flags down from what country they were in, or what country they were from. Because this one actually had, well, at least I know for the Adelaide one, there was some Aussie wrestlers on the card, like Yakubinas and stuff like that.
Of the evening, in the ring at this time, weighing 290 pounds, from parts unknown, one half of the former World Tag Team Champions, he is Demolition Man! And his opponent,
this will be interesting too. Like I said, I haven't seen any of those. I just saw that I stumbled upon the page. That's what I was like, I wonder if there's anything from Wrestleriot. Because honestly, this was the thing that made me really fall in love with wrestling. The first time I ever saw wrestling live was in Wrestleriot '93. Aside from that, I was just watching TV like everyone else was. Well, not even that, like VHSs. The reason I say I don't think that TNT might have had anything to do with this is because, I mean, I'm of a certain age this year, and I was 15, 16, and I think he's younger than me, so I can't imagine he was like 10, 12, 13, 14 and promoting an international tour.
To dedicate this match to all the children at the Prince of Wales Children's Hospital that he visited today. This round is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit.
If you weren't sure who to cheer, going and visiting the school of hospital with sick children, that's a good way to go on with that. I can't remember if this is after Repo Man or before Repo Man. I remember Hawkman in the largest team of all, so him and like Don the Rock Walker. So we definitely got more commentaries. At least for this show, this week anyway.
Now that's a bunch of stinking garbage!
I didn't expect any massive Japanese wrestling in this match. Kicky punch. Kicky punch closing. He's vocal. He's selling it. No.
Minutes remain.
55 minutes. Get a barking powder, and no solid pot. Yeah, that's Hawk. Hawk will do that. Look at the traps on him. Hello, Wild Angel. It's a collection of stuff from 91, 92, 93, or 91, 93, 90, something, around the early 90s anyway. It was AWF did a Wrestleriot, which is basically they just brought a whole lot of internationals down. Basically, before World Series Wrestling, this was something. Because they actually had, sometimes they would have actual Aussies on the cards. So there was like a Cognac of Indies. There was another one, I can't remember what his name was, unfortunately, off the top of my head. It escapes me. But yeah, they would have the occasional Aussies in there. But the cards, the talent, like if you look back at it now, the talent on there was like amazing for the time and for ahead of time. Because these shows, the one I went to anyway, had like Vision Thunder Liger, it had Malenko Brothers, it had Chris Benoit. And this is all before they like, started to pop.
Oh!
I like how this is probably 93, 94, and like it feels like it's early 80s just by looking at the camera work and that sort of stuff. How's that? Is that better? Or am I low in the mix? Do I have to change me? Let's see what my... Oh no, it's my microphone's fine. Check that out. How about now? Is that better? Try that. Is that... I think it's okay now, because it seems to be, the dots are flashing up there. Oh, I could have just done that. Idiot. I do. I don't yell unless I'm in, like, wrestling mode. I tend to be a quieter person, surprisingly. God, it's not exactly a babyface thing to do. Wrestling logic. Look at the traps on Hawk though. Jesus Christ. But Hawk had done that before, I reckon, on like old WCW shows and stuff. He could get hit by a pile driver and just not sell it and bounce up. It was like the one thing the Warriors were allowed, like the Road Warriors were allowed to get away with, because they were the Road Warriors. They were allowed to get away with just no selling stuff like that. I don't know why, but they just seem to be able to. Yeah, if you do like this stuff, go and sub to the holy shit.
My guest with me at this time, the big boss man, all the way from Cobb County, Georgia. He has a huge feud to settle here in Australia with Nails, the criminal. Big Boss Man,
The
welcome
criminal.
to Australia.
The plain, simple fact is here, I'm here to do a job. I'm chasing a man that's been on the lam for quite some time.
How did he get into Australia?
All the way across from the United States, a little town outside of Atlanta, Georgia, to do one thing tonight.
How did Nails get into Australia? How do you get a visa?
And that's to make sure that the convict Nails serves nothing but hard time. He's a criminal. He likes to break the law. He has no respect for you, little man. He has no respect for the people of Australia, and he has no respect for mankind. And it's my job as an instrument of justice.
Ring announcer brother looks like he was like the Pseudo Echo tribute band member.
And that's nothing but hard time, punk.
Look out, Nails. Looks like you'll be serving some hard time care of the Boss Man.
If you ever take a trip down a County, Georgia. I just love his theme. His theme was the best. Remember we used to have when I was a rookie at Riot City, there was a wrestler who was also a policeman. And every time he walked in the room, I'd start singing the Boss Man theme. And this is why no one liked me. Talk about a brother that threw away any sort of like career, just Nails do. I don't know if you know the story, but apparently he like grabbed Vince by the collar and lifted him off the ground to like hold him up for more money. Do you think anyone's tried singing Bossman's theme when Redshaw enters the room? Yeah, it's quite possible. The thing is, like, low key, he's not the only one on that roster that's in law enforcement. You better watch yourself, you will serve a hard time. Carry the big stick, a ball and chain too. He'll be coming after you with a hard time. You will serve a hard time. Definitely no worrying about who the crowd was going to support in this one. I like how they gave him, like, the main event had like an hour time limit. This had like a 45-minute time limit. When you know there ain't no way these boys are going 45 minutes. Could have said a 12-minute time limit, I would have believed it. So intrigued about who is running this. No idea. I'd love to find out. Ray just told me not to choke and he wouldn't choke. Show some authority. Nice. Because when you're choking someone, if you move your elbow up and down, it causes so much more pressure. Bossman had such an easier job compared to Hawk and Hawk and Smash, because there was no one who was cheering for Nails. Oh, good bump. Oh, World Class Championship Wrestling banner. So if you wonder why I'm looking like this way, it's because I have another monitor set up here. That's what I'm watching it off. I'm not actually watching it off the screen. So, just so you know. You're like, why is he always looking over there? It's because I suppose when I do it this way, though, it looks like I'm looking at the screen. A bit of a shock this morning, wasn't it? The old hearing about the New Day. Did you attend? I didn't go to the Sydney one, Jamie. I went to the Adelaide one. This show, this tour especially, I went to the Adelaide version of it. Can't get that song out of my head now. I was in the mood to watch some wrestling. Probably sit down tonight and I'll watch Sunday Showcase, which is pretty smart. They waited a good week and just did it on a Sunday as well, so that's pretty cool. See, it's funny too, like, back in the day, like, when guys got released or got let go or just went somewhere else, you never really heard about it. They just sort of disappeared, like these two, and like, I think Demolition sort of they sort of just faded away. But like Bossman just kind of disappeared one day. One day he was there, the next day he wasn't. Nails, I think Nails did a program with the Taker after Bossman, and that was it. Never more, because he did the thing with Vince. See, the good thing about this, like this and the match before, very, like I said before, very like kicky punchy. But they had other dudes on the tour. Like I said, like Benoit was on this tour, Liger was on this tour, the Malenkos were on this tour, that could absolutely rip it up in the ring. So there was that balance of, this is the stuff that kids would have watched on TV, but then there was also that other stuff that we didn't really get in Australia, that they got a chance to see. Yeah, and you know what it occurs to me too, right? Is that this was on. We went to Well, I went to Thebarton Theatre to watch the show, right? I didn't get any flyers. I didn't get anything from any local shows that were going on. Like on the way out or my car or anything like that. None of that was like flyered. And I would think that is, I don't know, I would imagine there was a promotion going at that time. So I just, those days especially, it baffles me that they didn't try to, like, get themselves some publicity by doing that. By just getting the word out there that, hey, if you really like this show, there's also wrestling in Adelaide that you can see every fortnight or month. And that was probably it's a lot different now because like AEW and that would be working in with local promotions. It don't really promote that there are local shows on, but I would imagine that if they'd have said, hey, can we hand out flyers at the front, I would imagine that a lot of the local promotions would be fine with it, or a lot of the stuff would be fine with it. Oh well, geez, that was bad. That was terrible. I don't think so. I just think that they're both 300-pounders. Bloody DJ. Sorry. Someone this up. Yeah, I think you'll find that they're just 300-pound guys hitting the rope. Oh. He throws a great punch as the boss man. Oh. I'm dogging on social media a lot, but the site's definitely helped small and medium-sized indies. Yeah, social media's really helped. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have found out about Australian wrestling if it wasn't... Oh, there's a Bossman Slam. There we go. I wouldn't have found out about Riot City Wrestling if it wasn't for Facebook. It just popped up in... I think because we'd only just been... Where did we go to? UFC, the first UFC that was in Australia. And I don't know why, but they must have hit the algorithm that I would get fed. I would get fed like that advertising. So I found that the Right City was putting on a show. And I just put a random post up on my page going, anyone want to go and see wrestling with me? Brody Marshall, who I'd only just met not too long before that at UFC, said he'd go with me, and then yeah, we ended up going to see Right City, and then I think 2 months after that we went to start training, 2 or 3 months after. Yeah, Pario found PWA through Facebook. Bloody DJ found Wide Bay. Yeah. Oh, popped it up, sorry. Go on, show it, will you? There you go. I found about Australian Wrestling after visiting a comic shop. The owner had flyers for NWA, AWA, which would go in a big grindhouse. Yeah. Yeah, well, I knew there was wrestling in South Australia before I went to a Riot City show, but it was always at like the other side of town to me. So I lived in South Adelaide, and it was always up North Adelaide, which was about an hour drive, 45 minutes to an hour drive. And I used to get bootleg tapes of some of the stuff. So I would see some stuff from what would end up being PWSA or Snake Pit, but not a lot. Like I remember names like The Real Deal, Steve O'Neill, and I can't remember. It was Blue something. I can't remember the Blue something. Then he came out to I'm Blue. I wonder if this was the first or the last match on the tour. And if it was the last match on the tour, why the hell would you let males hit you like that? Unless you didn't know what was happening. And they're about to have words in the back. Which, let's face it, Nugami. Oh, I didn't get an interview. Guess when you don't do a big tour of WWE, you don't get an interview. This would have been Paul Diamond, Max Moon. How about you don't focus on the girl and focus on the dude that's got like that probably just shot bloody fireworks out of that thing. Production.
In the ring at this time, weighing 232 pounds, representing the universe, here's Max Moon.
Representing the universe. That's a rather large area to represent. So that gimmick was originally for Conan, and then something happened and it fell through. Missing fireworks for a shot of a pretty lady never changed me. So you're right, bloody DJ. That's a lot of pressure representing a whole universe.
Weighing in at 225 pounds from the land
Ooh.
of the rising sun, Tokyo, Japan, here is Akira. This bout is a one fall with a 30-minute time limit, after which a brief intermission.
Ooh. After which, a brief intermission. And that is not the way I expected his hair after that wig. Very great mood of starter set. Yeah. Isn't there a Mexican wrestler that does the streamers? I think he's in AEW. God, what's his name? Jamie, you would know if you're still watching. Dario? Who is it? This should actually be a fairly, like, solid match, because Paul Diamond can wrestle. So we'll probably go here till about 6:30 maybe, because I honestly don't know how long this thing goes for. Yeah. Alex, how are you? Brad Armstrong with 3 streamers out of his hands when he was briefly Iraqi man, aka illegally just yes. This feels like a Mortal Kombat round with costume. But no, I swear to God, there's a current luchador that works in AEW that does that gimmick. You want to come up with a new style for your face paint? Nah, just do a kabuki mask, it's fine. Oof. They actually were moving at a bit of a pace there. I remember a luchador at King of Trios. Don't ask me to read that name. I'm not Lachlan. Somebody's giving it a good old crack with the old heckling. Serpentico, there we go. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Alex. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Oof. I like how it's like, it's AWF badge, but then it's got like World Class Championship Wrestling. So it's like, make your mind up. Oh! How's it going? Somebody tell this guy it's 1993. Australian Wrestling in 1993. I don't know that they were doing this stuff. So I think I would have been 16 or 17 here. Yeah. Maybe? Maybe older. Maybe 18. I can't remember. So very long ago. I would have had to have been at least 17 because we drove.
25 minutes remain.
That always used to make me laugh about that, like, every time, because TNT would do all the supernovas, and we'd be in Adelaide doing a supernova, and during a break or like when they go to because you do like 2 or 3 matches, then you'd go off and do like a big break and come back doing the 2 or 3 matches in like an hour or so. But he'd always try and advertise like their show in Sydney the next weekend. It was like, who the hell that is going to an Adelaide Supernova is going to be in Sydney next weekend? And if they're in Sydney next weekend, they're probably going for a Supernova. So why the would they go to an AWF show? No, sorry. Alex said this is Conan doing. No, this was Paul Diamond. Conan didn't play Max Moon for very long. It was Paul Diamond for a lot of it. And then Paul Diamond became Kato from Orient Express. And Paul Diamond was one of Shawn Michaels' original tag team partners before Marty Jannetty. And this is why I'm not very good at anything else in life, because I can retain that memory. He actually, too, and this is even worse, when Shawn had his wrestling school, Paul Diamond was one of the head trainers at that school as well. So they'd kept that friendship all the way from AWA through to Wrestling Autism, yeah. Yeah, if you were ever wondering what my tism was, there we go. Yeah, probably would have. Someone who doesn't like masks, it's more Vader than Lucha. Well, if you look, that was what Conan's mask looked like in Mexico. Conan's mask was very much like the Max Moon mask. I think they pretty much, they had the mask and then based the rest of the costume around that mask, like Conan's style of mask. If I can find it, I'll try and find it. It might be too hard to do. But yeah. Yeah, I can. Max Moon.
Remain in the match.
Where the hell did that go? Oh, that's annoying. I can't see if I can do this thing. Just talking to myself? Should be in there. There we go, we have a winner. This was Conan when he was in AAA. So you can see the similarity there. They've just adapted it to make it more what they wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point there will be a brief intermission. Ladies and gentlemen,
Maybe we'll see some Aussie wrestlers here.
man, on to the top, Wrestleriot Rumble! Each wrestler has drawn a number from 1 to 9. The wrestlers who have drawn numbers 1 and 2 will start the Rumble. Then every 1 minute, a further wrestler will enter the ring. The only way a wrestler can be eliminated is by being thrown over the top rope and landed to the floor. The last remaining wrestler will be declared the winner of Wrestleriot Rumble. And the first wrestler making his way towards the ring, Bad Boy Jeff Bradley.
Bad boy Jeff Bradley. Seems very popular. Oh, someone got him right in the noggin. He's got 2 straps. Why doesn't he wear the 2 straps?
And making his way towards the ring, the wrestler drawn number 2, the Ace Fenton.
Ace Fenton. Now I think that's an Aussie. Pretty sure Ace Fenton is an Aussie wrestler. You can double check that. Or we might have run into our first Aussie for the day. Yeah, Australian wrestler. And Bathurst-based wrestling legend. Shane Ace Fenton. The last time he wrestled was in 2015.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dean Malenko. I remember watching him. It was him and his brother Joe. They were the Malenko brothers, shockingly. I always thought Dean was so much better than Joe. Joe's like a bigger version of Dean. Joe's like Dean swollen. But Dean perennially had like arm face where he already looked older. Like he's always you look at him there and he looks the same as what he looked like in WCW all the way through to the end of WWE. Like he hadn't changed in Bobby Fulton, one of the Fantastics. Give him some, great punch. Some of that Memphis fire up, brother. I thought he was gone. This is a 9-man rumble. So we're already like halfway through our guys. Oh! Jeff Bradley. Wonder if all these guys did like double duty. I would imagine they did.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AJ Freely. I think this might be another Aussie. Can I look it up? New Zealander. He is most recognised as the 3-time IWA Heavyweight Champion. Served as the final NWA New Zealand Heavyweight Champion of Steve Ricard's NWA New Zealand. Yeah, Alex Whiteheart says 9-man rumble is an interesting number. Sounds like the amount of people they had free on the roster.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think this is Joe. Yeah, Joe Malenko. Like I said, a swollen version of Dean. Joe has such a wrestling of that time body. Like big arms, big chest, but wasn't exactly in great shape. Like still had a gut type of dude, but massive arms. The upper body business, brother. Oh, Akira's back. Oh, brother, laying those shoulders, jeez. Oh. What a jerk. You didn't know that was coming.
3, 2, 1. Australian Mark Mercedes.
Oh, Mark Mercedes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Maybe he was the promoter of note for this show. There we go, big fella. I mean, I don't know what the hell those tights are, but go your hardest, lad. Oh. And now all the Aussies, now all the Americans are going to go and beat up the Aussie. No, two of the Aussies pair off. Let's just stay away from those Yanks, alright? We'll stay over here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last wrestler, the Golden Greek,
Konyakavides! That was the dude. He's the one I remember the most from the Aussies of that tour, just because of the name. So remember, you think you could have come up with like an easier name to say than Cognacavides. I don't know where I don't look where he's from. Maybe he's from Melbourne, so it like fit with a demographic that liked wrestling. Like obviously I would say he's of Greek descent, but still, how am I going to spell Cognacavides? And what am I thinking? Oh, I got it right. I got enough of it right anyway. Son of legendary Australian wrestling Alex Yakovides. Eat a dick. Jamie, I spelled it right. Well, no, he predictably spelled it right. Which is even more shocking. Grew up in Melbourne. Then moved to Canada, where he lived with the Hart family. There you go. Cognacavides toured around Canada with Stu Hart's Stampede promotion for a few years as Concavides. Last known 2004. He's still wrestling, headlining his own promotion. I'm guessing that was in Canada. There you go. That's no wonder we never heard of him anymore in Australian wrestling, because he buggered off to Canada with the Hearts. Why wouldn't you? I remember him too from watching Alex Whitehart said so far. Mark Mercedes is the only Aussie I recognised. The first stuff I remember watching Aussie wrestling on TV was like a community TV used to have the IWA TV shows, and Cognacavides was the big good guy there, and Mark Mercedes was in his like Evolution Hunter Hearst Helmsley look. Weird seeing Mark with short hair. I only seen him with when he got his hair. Yeah, he very much had the. When I remember watching him on TV, he very much had that long hair, wore the suit jacket with the button-up shirt but unbuttoned at the top, looking like Triple H holding the belt, walking like that. I was like, oh, he's obviously a Hunter fan, or an Evolution fan. Oh, good punch on him, mate. There's only one of the Fantastics as well. Maybe the other dude just went, bugger, I'm not doing that. What are you doing trying to pin him, Mark? Come on, brother. Making the Aussies look bad. If anyone knows Mark, please ask him why he tried to pin someone in a rumble. Damn. Well, let's just all chop the Aussie. That might be why he's wearing the pink and black there. Just... Oh, Joe. Oh, Tombstone. Jesus. In a rumble, nonetheless. What are you doing in this economy? Can't get over those tights from him. Oh, Con's gone. There goes my boy. Oh, my boy. What have they done to you? trying to think it's all. Oh. I'm going to say a Saito suplex because they look better than a back suplex. That tombstone was almost a no-sell back up in 10 seconds. Yeah. That's the dumb thing about doing them in Rumbles. Why do them in Rumbles when you know the guy can't sell it properly? Because someone's going to pick him up, so they start working him. The hell are those tights, Mark? There goes the Iceman. I'd say he looks angry, but he never really looks any other way. Oh, there goes AJ Freely. Alright, Ace Fenton, sorry. Who we got left? Mark, Akira, and Bobby Foley? Oh, poor Mark. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, Paul driver. Oh, there goes Mercedes.
Mark Mercedes has been eliminated.
Geez, that Akira had a good night. This is making me think of wrestlers I've heard when I first discovered Aussie Wrestling. And one of the names I remember is Jason Hilton. Yeah, I remember that name. What was Jason Hilton? The first one I really remember was the real deal Steve O'Neill from PWSA. Because I remember years later when I was in Riot City, I was working a lot with Wolf Dog. And Wolf Dog, we were talking about stuff. And I'm like, because Wolfie was around then. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, because Steve O'Neill said, the real deal Steve O'Neill? He goes, how the hell did you know that name? I said, how do you forget the real deal Steve O'Neill? I'd love some of those videos. I'd love to watch some of that old, PWSA stuff with the real deal Steve O'Neill. Oh, the Malenko brothers against Fulton and Diamond. So he did double duty. Paul Diamond did double duty here where he would work as Max Moon, but then he'd take the gimmick off and work as Paul Diamond.
Tommy Rogers of the Fantastics hurt his leg when he was thrown out of the ring.
Ah.
Tommy, however, has called in his friend from the United States to replace him in the following bout. That wrestler is Paul Diamond.
Very good. So yeah, Tommy Rogers hurt himself on the tour. So then Paul Diamond decided, or they asked Paul Diamond to do double duty outside of the mask. Crowd doesn't like it. Crowd wanted an Australian to take his place. Good on him. It's about time they did that. See, back then, you would have been just like, because you didn't know who the back then, they would have thought, if we're saying we flew someone out from America, that's a big deal. That's a big deal wrestler that's coming out. Malenko's coming out to the Chili's. Looking as excited as ever. Pretty sure Jay. Oh, sorry. I want to start that. Sorry, mate. First Aussie wrestler I met was TNT. Sorry about that. Cause my dad drove me down to Sydney to attend the AWF Dream Con. Met JT Robinson there. JT Robinson, good brother. JT was Future Shock back then too. Luckily, still had the long hair because I hadn't lost that hair versus hair match. Yeah. He hadn't lost that hair versus hair match there. That's not like what I don't think a lot of people realize is how many people that are in AWF that are in PWA now like originated from like AWF. Like Bonza, like Shazza did as well. I think maybe Concrete Davidson did. On the sort of like the tail end of their or I'll say tail end, but yeah, Kai Drake was from AWF. He wasn't trained at AWF. Kai Drake started training, like his first experience in training was with Lance Storm. And then when he moved back to Sydney after it, I think he started training at AWF for a while until he moved to PWA eventually. Jax Jordan, yep. The party guys? Party boys, what were they called? God. Party something, I'm sure they were. Pario. Who was his tag partner too? It was Jax Jordan and somebody else. Party Boys. Yeah, Mick Moretti, Hoffy, yeah, all of those guys came from AWF.
From the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, one half of the fantastic Bobby Bolton. And his partner, weighing in at 227 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Paul Diamond. Just past one fall with a 30-minute time.
Lucky Paul had his other gear. Always bring your gear, guys. Even though you have your Max Moon gear, bring your other gear too, because you never know. Then I can see when okay, so the next match after this would be Bad Boy Jeff Bradley against Cognac Avides. Here, what we'll do, right? Because we'll do one more match after this, and then I think we'll call it, because it'll be like halfway through the playlist, I think, or just over halfway through. But I'm going to give you guys I think we can do polls. I remember doing this. I remember seeing this. Poll. Here we go. Let me do this. Poll. Okay, so let's go. God, I'm writing like a bloody ransom note. Yeah, I think this too, Dean Malenko. This is before any of the WCW stuff. I think he was working All Japan with his brother as the Malenko brothers tag team. What did I just do? Interesting thing that I accidentally stumbled on. So this will, when I put this poll up, this will be till the end of this match, and then we'll go to the last match. I can't have more watching. No, doesn't matter. Can only see those guys and knock that off. Just talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, let's put it there. He's looking at it now. I don't know if you guys can see the poll or how you can vote on the poll. I don't know if the poll's up in the chat. If it is, let me know, because I don't know. This is the first time I've used this technology. So... No poll on the channel. How do I get it there then, I wonder? Okay, somebody's voted. How did you do that one?
25 minutes remain.
So can you see the poll on the screen? Is that what it is? Okay, so you just got to type a number, 1, 2, 3 or 4. So I'm guessing the poll's on the screen, Alex, yes? Yes, okay. There we go. That's a handy little trick there. But you want everything, don't you? I don't know if you can change that. I don't know if I can change that. Would you like me to read them out for you guys? Will that help? Number 1 is Con Yakovides versus Bad Boy Bradley. Jake Snake Roberts versus The Anvil. JYD versus Don Morocco. Or Jushin Thunder Liger versus Chris Benoit. So there are the 4 options. So you just type the number in the chat and I believe it will pop up as a vote. There you go, he did it. That might be cool for you to use. Oh, you don't use this, do you, Jamie? It'd be cool for you to do for your Dynamite watch-alongs, because then you do your like favourite match of the night gimmick. Or which way will Darby die tonight? So far, Jake and Anvil is leading the charge. Oh,
5
Get out of it, you mongrel! How Aussie's that? All of the way. That's cool. I didn't realise that we had that option. The widget. Also QR codes. That's pretty cool. That's nice. Oh, okay. That's very good. Sorry, I'm talking amongst myself here. I'm finding stuff out as it's going, so it's like, oh, okay, that's happening. So one, Cognacavides, the Aussie versus bad boy Steve Bradley. Jake the Snake Robert and Anvil is number 2. JYD and Don Morocco at number 3. And Justin Thunder Liger versus Benoit is number 4. Mullets have been back in for a while. I've never really had to worry about it because I ain't got no hair. I could probably grow a skullet, but why would you want to do that? I look like bloody Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Show. This is like a weird mix of a Japanese match and like Southern wrestling. Do you know how big the crowd was on the night? Sounds like a couple of hundred at least. We can try and look it up. I don't know if they'll be there, but I'd say it would have been alright. This little Horden Pavilion, about 3,500 people. So there you go. I joke, some old Japan tag, but I don't know how much character work there would have been despite there being some influence due to Jericho Jr. being a trainer there for a while. Well, the funny thing is that's where Joe and Dean worked, All Japan, so probably makes sense. Pretty sure they didn't work New Japan. I think they just worked like All Japan. Don't waste the time. Oh, got stuck in my head. Don't waste the time. I don't know how much older Joe was from Dean. Maybe that's what stopped him from like doing more like WCW stuff. Maybe. Oh, it actually says type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in chat. Ah, okay. So there you go. Working things out as we go. On the fly. I wonder if I can queue it up on my phone. I don't know. Maybe. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can do this. Cheeky little punch in the back. You damn dog. Get out, you damn dog. Old Dean just showed no emotion at all, did he? Ever. There was never a time where he was like young and youthful and happy to be a wrestler. He just always looked like a grumpy prick. But apparently a really nice guy and very funny, like backstage. Oh, classic heel tag team move. Very good. See the thing, like these streams, 100%, 1000%, Jamie, and shut up. Oh, a stunt puller. Yeah, I'm surprised more tag teams don't do that. Like, just these old, like, psychological gimmicks. Because they always work so well. The whole, like, the tag while the referee's distracted by the guy from the other side of the ring. And, like, there would have been minimal talking going on with these guys in the back before the start. So they just did that off, like, knowing to do that. Knowing that this is the spot where I come in and distract the ref so he can get the tag. Because it's not quite ready for a hot tag yet. Because they're listening to the crowd. See, this is about ready for the hot tag. Another break, see that? Rick comes in to break it up. No. Beautiful work. It's so easy. Such an easy thing to, there we go. Now they'll get the hot tag and watch the crowd go apeshit when he finally gets the tag. This is something that they don't do nowadays because they do fucking double heats and Mr. Rex and like just give somebody a bloody, listen to him. Come on, ref. Oh. He has got a great punch on him. Now will he do the dumb thing where he goes and tags the guy that's been beaten up for half an hour? No? Good. Oh, oh, nice adjust. But they are lost. Quick small package and we'll reset. Oh wow. That is fucking wow. That's a fall away into a bridge. Yeah. The bad guys get the win in this one. And they should, because they're the guys that are the established tag team. And this new tag team here hadn't had a chance to get any cohesion together. So of course that they should win. Like the Malenko brothers should have won this match by all rights. Just because they've been a tag team longer. Like if this was the Fantastics could have won this match easily because they're Fantastic. They've been a tag team for a while. They got a little bit squirrely here at the end there, where they got, like, you could tell they were lost. Yeah, I dare say somewhere there, especially against like DIY. I reckon you would have seen him do that sort of stuff. Great song. Great song from the pick. So let's see if this works, and if it doesn't work, we'll find another way for it to work. Because I've tried to queue up the match that we had announced. Well, not announced. The match that we voted for. So let's see if that works.
Hi, Wrestling fans. This is Miss Jackie. Please subscribe to AWF.
No, it's not. Okay, so we'll just go back. How do we go back? So we're up for our last match of the night, or of this watch along. Jake the Snake Roberts and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I thought we'd get a promo out of this one. Why wouldn't you get a promo from Jake the Snake? Now this match, God, I don't know how good this is going to be to watch. I hope this clears up, because if this doesn't clear up, then they might be in trouble, you guys. God. We're just going to see these through the intros, and if it's still like this, we might find something else to watch. But in this match, in Adelaide, in the show we went, they came out like this, right? You know what they've done? They've fucked the music up too. Because I'm pretty sure he's coming after the Heart Foundation's music. Oh no, he's not. Sounded a bit like it, that's all. Need to clean the heads? Yeah. But in Adelaide, they came out like this with Anvil as the babyface and Jake was the heel, and like got this reception, got the whole DDT chant, and they changed. Where Jake all of a sudden became the babyface and Anvil made the heel move. It was really, really interesting to watch. Yeah, I don't think this gets any better, guys. Would you? I think we should maybe can this, unfortunately, because this is a hard watch. This was in Melbourne, this one, by the way. So blame the Melbourneites. What are you doing to us, Miss Jackie? Well, let's go with Liger and Benoit, shall we? We'll do that because that was the one that got the second amount of votes. Like I said, I hadn't seen any of this footage before, so I don't know what it was like. So we'll go with that. Let's see how we go. Very young, just fresh out of being Pegasus kid, I think. Oh god, this is much better either. Jamie was a kid. Jamie went and checked the fan cam footage before. Wild Pegasus, exactly, Alex Flyhart, Wild Pegasus. From what I remember, he'd done a couple of WCW shots because my best mate at the time, Ashley, had just gotten back from America. And he had seen this guy. He'd seen this guy called Chris Benoit who was on like WCW Saturday nights. And he said he was really good and he's going to be a really good worker.
After this event, there will be a 15-minute intermission.
This is a fan cam, but it looks a little bit better. I don't know if he would have just... We'll see how we go. And if it's too shit, we'll just can it and go to Morocco and see how we go. We'll eventually get one that we can watch. Again, this is... What is it? This is 33 years old. Which, wow, do I feel fucking old. Shut up, kid. I don't know why the kid's so obsessed with wanting them to have the mask off. Because, I mean, it looks cool. He looks like a superhero. I don't think they had original tapes, bloody DJ. Like, I'm looking around and it doesn't look like there's any, like, video cameras at all. I think it looks like it's just, like... Look, see, they're just taking normal photos. Who was this at? This is at Sydney. Well, maybe they just, yeah. I don't know. Again, 37 years ago, so... Today I learned Mark Mercedes did a 2-minute job in a tag match in WCW Worldwide in 1993. Yep, there you go. Do you know what makes me laugh though? Because like 1992, 1993, video camera technology wasn't exactly stealthy. So whoever this is that's sitting in the front row is probably holding this big ass fucking camera. And no one is saying a word to them. See, there's some of these two that like, yeah, they were 100%. They weren't hard to disguise. They were hard to disguise back then. There's a lot of these things like there's hardcore homecomings that are like fan cam footages, and I've thought about doing watch as long as them, but I just don't know how hard the fan cam will be to watch. Like this isn't too bad, but then it gets like 37 years old. So what, like, I don't know what we're expected, what we expect from something that old. I had, God, when did I have that though? I wouldn't have had that till 2000s, I don't think. The mini VHS tape ones. I didn't have one of those until like, yeah. Probably still got it somewhere, like the camcorder. Oh, Jesus. See, this would have predated everything. Would have predated like would have predated? No, it would have been maybe just after Liger and like Pillman. But in between when Liger, because when did Nitro start? Because wasn't like Liger and Pillman one of the Nitros as well? The guy is probably the Simpsons meme with the camera and the big red cowboy. Good call. Nothing to see here. I haven't thought about doing that with my, like, because I've got like the whole, like one of the AI camera, like glasses camera thing. But everyone knows you're filming because of the light. So like if I ever did it where I did it like a vlog, everyone would know I'm filming and probably put on an act. So I don't know if I want to do it. It's weird, yeah. Oh, Japanese arm drag, beautiful. Don't get Benoit mad, just saying. Get in the ring and have a go, mate. That's a bit uncool, Juicy. Give them one thing, they're not working like slow. I can tell that the sound is very out of sync here. So if you're hearing a pop like a couple of seconds after, that's why. God, that is well out of sync, that sound. It's funny though, like this is like maybe a fan cam, but then like it's on the AWF official YouTube. I remember being at the Gold Coast show for that NXT tour in 2000. Yeah, I think it was 16. Someone behind me shouted "Play some chisel" at Elias when he came out before his match with the Buddy Murphy. Was Buddy on that tour? I don't remember that. I remember FTR. I remember DIY. I remember Bobby Roode. Shinsuke. I remember. Maybe I just didn't take a photo of him. Well, there you go. He beat Elias that night. I don't remember that at all. Thank you, CT. I didn't take that many photos that I can recall. Oh no, that's the AW show. So I'm just scrolling back through my phone to see if I've still got the photos on my phone. Which is sad that I might still have photos on my phone from 2016. But it's probably likely. Wasn't he like Elias the Drifter? You know, I have bugger all photos from that night. Bobby Roode, FTR, TMDK or TM61, Elias Sampson, that's right. That was the only one I really took photos of. There was also one of like all the Queensland wrestling crew that went there, and it's scary how many people just aren't here anymore. Him and Alea with a meet and greet here. That is weird. Oh. I would really like to see this clearly and with the sound thing, because I think it would be a much better match. Like, it's already a good match, but if we had the same like hard cam as the other ones, oh, come on mate, work out your focus. Oh, here we go. Good catch, Ben. Makes you appreciate having everything documented in HD. No shit. It really does. Yeah, Akira Tozawa versus Andrade. The Inspiration versus Liv Morgan and Aaliyah. Loney Orkin defeated Patrick Clark. I mean, we can forget about that one. Buddy Murphy and Elias Sampson. Yep. DIY defeated Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli. Bobby Roode defeated Ty Dillinger. Asuka defeated Ember Moon. And in the main event, Shinsuke Nakamura and TM61 defeated Samoa Joe and the Revival. What a card. Like, take out that unfortunate Oney Lorcan and Patrick Clark, but like Liv Morgan, was there Inspiration there? I remember it would have probably been probably about this time. I had well, not friends of mine, but customers that used to come in. I used to work in a video store. I had customers that would take their their handy cams to the PWSA shows, tape them, and then bring them in and give me the tapes, and then like I'd let them have a free video hire. I think it's funny that like Riddick Moss and Tino, like one of them's now like married to Emma, and the other one is either married to or is like in a committed relationship with Mandy Rose. Oh, reverse. Very good. Big old headbutt. Oh, knees up. I got a feeling that this ring announcer is Rex Mossop. It's a deep cut, but it just sounds like him. Oh, Mooney. There we go. That'll be it. There we go. That's the Mooney. There's your finish. There's your finish. We have anything else after that? No, we didn't. Just old love, Miss Linda, or whatever her name is. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. I hate my life. Okay, that did it. There we go. Bang and bang. That's what I wanted to do. Shut up, Jamie. Why you gotta be like you? That'll probably do it for... Well, that will do it. We hit 2 hours, so we did well, guys. Tino's married. They got married. 2024, okay. He's punching. Well, not really. He made a lot of money off football, apparently. He had to, because he made nothing from wrestling. That'll do it for the watch-along. Like, it was a fun little Sunday afternoon. I was really going to do this on Monday, but then I realised, like, Queensland are the only one to have Monday off. So, yeah. We are back on Thursday, of course, same time, same channels. We will be reviewing Sunday Showcase, which is on tonight. So if you are feeling that way, you don't want to watch New Japan Pro, and you want to watch Sunday Showcase, it is up on the MCW YouTube channel live tonight. I'm not sure at the time, probably about 6:30, 7:30, something like that. Jamie, I'm sure he will know. But yeah, that is what we have coming up. And yes, thank you so much for joining me. It has been fun, because like I said, this would have been the first time I've seen a lot of these matches since 1993 or 94 when I actually went and saw it. 7 p.m. Thank you, Jamie. 7 p.m. is Sunday Showcase on MC Dub YouTube channel. If you are, of course, not watching old mates at New Japan. and our good friend Gino on the old comms, which will be great. So it's actually got me tossing up whether or not I will watch that now, just because I want to hear Gino. So yeah, and probably next Friday we might do another. Dig back into the old WWA vault and get more progress further along with that. So yeah, been real fun. Follow us on all of our socials, of course, Wrestleriot AU on X and Twitter. On X is Twitter. On X and Instagram. Wrestleriot Australia on Facebook. Search us, you'll find us there. Podcast is up from the other night, so if you want to listen to us again, you can do that on all your podcast platforms. Really good interview, really good review this last week with PCW and the real ACW. So yeah, some really good matches. If you want to go and check that out, go and check them out on the ACW, especially on their YouTube channel, because that is a really good show. It's really worth checking out. Last night was apparently a good show over there in ACW world, and also PCW, their Royal Rumble with Rochelle Rogue winning the women's title. And I know Jeff was there, and Jeff had a great time. So I think we'll be reviewing that when it is up on their PCW network. So, but next week, of course, we have the Sunday Showcase. So until then, Galax Fireheart, just quickly with I guess the lucky thing is tonight is only a never openweight champion and a global heavyweight title match. Oh yeah, sorry. I heard global heavyweight and I thought, hang on, that was Shane Haste, but no. The heavyweight title is tomorrow night. Sunday Showcase might end before either of those start. Yeah, I'm not sure when that's. I'm not sure when it starts, to be honest with you. Jamie will know. Hey Jamie, when does the New Japan show start? We just wait quietly. Oh, it also starts at 7 p.m. Jeez. MCW are going to have to look into maybe pulling their talent from any New Japan shows. Just saying, you don't want that conflict of interest. Anyway, until Thursday, this is Todd Eastman on behalf of everyone at Wrestleriot Australia. We will see you then.
Another slap in the face, I know this time of the year is a revolution. But still I roll out of place, open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face, I know this time of the year is a revolution. Still I roll out of place, open your mind to the change of evolution. Right. I know this time of the year is a revolution. But still I roll out of place, open your mind to the change of evolution. Another slap in the face, I know this time of the year is a revolution. Still I roll out of place, open your mind to the change of evolution. Right, yeah.